What up, everybody? Backlog Gaming here with another impressions video. Today's game is Shape of Dreams, an indie roguelike in the vein of Risk of Rain 2. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into our thoughts. Repost is my assumption. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, right? For impressions, we both have about 100 hours into the game. Full transparency. Here, let's do this.
I'm better than he is.
Full transparency. All right. I just set my hubs back 1 second. So full transparency. Getting into it. I have 75 hours. Alex, you say you have about what? 100?
130-ish.
130-ish. Okay. So that's kind of an idea of like how many hours we've put into this game. We're going to go ahead and give you some impressions of this game, what we like about it, what we don't like about it, what we hope they improve, what they, and what we want to see and stuff like that. So we're going to start off with the very first topic. The first topic is going to be core hybrid mechanics. So this is going to be basically the roguelike mixed in with kind of the adventure aspect. Which is apparently the biggest selling point of this game. So I want to talk about the mesh of genres here to where we play like a hero and whatnot. So Alex, let's just talk about heroes first. I want to talk about which ones did you like, which ones did you not like, or which ones have you not played at all. So I'm going to kick that over to you. Go ahead.
So I come from a very hard RPG background, so I like the triple trifecta, right? The tank, the healer, and maybe a mage or a ranger, right? Like the tank definitely needs to be there, healer has to be there, and then you have your reign of DPS. It could be a range warlock, whatever, blah 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 blah. Now, first guy, when you start in this game, Lyssetria. One, my biggest thing, it sounds like a female, Lyssetria. And it's a lizard. Cool. Blast guns. So range. Alright, cool. Problem is, you only get 2 starter characters. And for me, that was weird. I want to play a game where it's like, okay, I pop in, I can choose any character I want. But it has a progression. However, both the characters that start, I don't like. You got your Lyssetria, which is your range. And I've played support so much in my life. And I'm thinking, okay, Mist is more of a, what you would call like...
melee DPS.
Melee DPS. Very flashy, very button mashy. And then finally you got your mage, but you had to level up in this game to even unlock the mage.
So real quick, so in your eyes, you think that there should have been 3 starting characters. There should have been the mage, the melee DPS, and then you would have had the ranged
should have been 3,
DPS.
The trifecta.
Okay.
Yep. That was my thing. And then you can unlock the fun ones, right? Then you can change Mist to Vesper if you didn't want your tank being so not necessarily squishy, but not fully like just like shield and hammer type of thing. That's fine. And then etc. I have no experience with this.
So Lyssetria, you played basically at first just to unlock somebody, right?
I didn't. I went straight into Mist.
You went straight to Mist?
I'm level 1.
Level 1. I think we ran the first time maybe the first or second time we ran, we both had Lyssetria, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you went Lyssetria, I went Mist, and I was just trying to figure it out. That was our first time running it.
Yep.
And then I figured out a broken build with Mist. Now I'm level like 45 with her, but that was besides the point. Point is, I like the trifecta, right?
Mhm.
Tank, healer, mage. That's my concept. Tank, healer, and some other range DPS. I like mage personally. Come from a background of a lot of RPGs and a lot of Diablo, and I'm a sorcerer. Period.
I will vouch for that. You do love your sorcery, don't you?
Yep. I fucking love my casting, dude. Just, just casting. What about you? What's your first?
So,
instance?
so overall, character-wise, who I like, obviously Lacerda. I play it a little bit. I would probably say the gun's fun.
Is it a male or a female? Like that throws me off.
I don't know. I picture them as a male.
Lacerda.
If I'm assuming there's
Yeah,
story.
off the look, but the name throws me off. Go ahead.
It's a he because it says in here his wife vanished before his eyes, so it is a male. Lizard. So there is lore about the characters, but as far as the characters I like, Lacerda, I liked him. I've played him a few times. Obviously, I got him to level 38. Mist, I've played very little. I basically used Mist to unlock another character down the line that I'll talk here about in a second. As far as Ubar I enjoyed, but I didn't play Ubar very much. I just played Ubar a little bit, which is the mage that Alex really liked. One of the mages that Alex really liked. But mainly because if he's playing Ubar, I don't want to be playing Ubar. So my favorite of all of the heroes is Vesper. I got him to level 73. I would say
He's fun.
he's
fun.
he's a lot of fun in the way he hits, the way he swings his hammer, the impacts that you get are very 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 solid. Moving on to Arena, I've never played. I don't want to
Never
play.
touched her.
Don't
I've
don't
never
care.
touched her either.
And then we
Look
look
at
at Bismuth. Bismuth? Is it Bismuth?
Smith.
Bismuth.
Smooth.
I played this one tonight, and I enjoyed this. This is Alex's probably top character. Am I right?
Yep, by far.
By far.
By
So big mage, huge book back behind her of a tome. Little character. It's definitely got interesting character looks, and we'll talk about the looks here in a second. But ultimately, I had a lot of fun with it too. I just didn't play it as much again because Alex is playing it, right? So if Alex is playing that character, I want to play something different. Getting on into Nausea, I believe is how you pronounce it. This is the summoner, and if you know anything about me, I love minions. I absolutely love minions.
Oh yeah.
And
He
it's
is
a thing,
summoner lover.
right? So when I say that Vesper in this are my top two, they go hand in hand. They're my favorites. The last one is Shell, and Shell is fun. It's a fun play, but it's not something I was looking at pursuing. So that's kind of my overall review of them. As far as
I dabbled a little with Shell.
yeah,
Like I get him with 33.
yeah. So you enjoyed them a little bit.
I don't want to say naturally enjoyed him.
Okay.
He's very meticulous.
Yeah.
Like if you go into him and you click on him, it says very hard.
Yes.
That's a reason.
Yep.
Because you have to pay attention. Because if you look, every character in this game has where you can change their like main ability or their ultimate and all that. Shell doesn't have that. You have that, and that's it. So it's very very time oriented. So you can put time into I don't want to say time oriented. You click, and then if you mess up, well, you mess up, and it can get you killed. Like it's very. What's the word?
I feel like he's very, very. You have to do a method, and if you follow the method, that's what makes him hard. right? In order to actually demolish with the character, you have to follow the method of inputs. If you do not,
True.
or you mess them up, if you're not good at rotations, not a good deal.
Yeah, rotations
Yep.
matters.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, you gotta
Real
click right.
real quick, Alex, I want to talk about how they look. Okay.
Oh, you're going off of,
No, we could talk about the overall visual representation. We'll talk about that later. I
let's
just
start with the first one.
I just want to start with
Start with the first
Lacerda. What are your thoughts on Lacerda? And I will say this right off the bat, something that I didn't really enjoy. There's no skins in this game. There's no customization skins.
There's no true skins.
You can pretty much add accessories like you see, like
Yep.
sunglasses or something like that. You can add those. But actually changing the way a character looks or whatever is not in the game at the time of recording this. But anyways, let's start with the Lacerda. What it,
Garbage.
yeah, okay. I tend to agree.
Everything about this is trash.
He's very bland. I like that he's like a lizard dragon looking guy. That's about it. I
can't tell if it's a female or male.
Yeah,
Like that.
but the browns of his coat, there's nothing that stands out.
It makes you think of a male, right?
Yeah,
The problem is the name.
Lacerda.
That's it. That's the Lacerda.
So, yeah.
This should be a female.
How it could be. I mean, pistols. It could have been female with pistols. I don't know.
Sure.
All right.
Pistols would have been
So we don't like
I like the gun look.
It's a rifle.
Look.
Yeah. I like the cowboy hat. I like the cowboy hat. I'll admit that. I like the cowboy hat. But the trench coat, I'm like, I get it, but like we needed some more color coordination here. He just looks like a brown. It's too much brown, essentially. I don't know how else to put it. There's nothing on him that pops. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Like, there's nothing on this skin that pops at all.
It's bland.
Yeah, it's very bland. Okay, moving on. Mist. What do you think of how Mist looks? Now,
I love it.
Valkyrie. I'm on the same thing. There's nothing I like more than a female in fucking full armor. That looks good, full armor, not skimpy armor. It looks good, and the Valkyrie's dead on with the kind of the
female bullshit
horns.
that we all love, like the whole chest armor bullshit.
Yeah,
because we're all fucking those dudes, but
looks good. Looks good.
It
Got
looks
the cape. I like it.
Has the right colors. It blends well.
The hair popping out of it. Like I said, there's stuff that pops on this character. You got the blues. You got it looks like ice. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe that you're getting. But you have colors that pop on this character, and I feel like they did a really good job with that character design. All right, U-Bar. I'm gonna let you handle this one. Go ahead, and then I'll give my 2 cents.
I don't like the look.
What? Okay.
No, I love playing the character. Don't like the look. I like the dress. I don't like the face. There's no face. There is no face. It blends well. Like the color coordination, great. Chef's kiss. But the fact that you're floating around and just doesn't do it right. Like,
Okay.
it looks good. It blends. The color coordination is right. Maybe too much darkness in the actual arm, like the robe, I guess I would call it.
Okay.
The red clashes with the blue.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yep.
Red
That's
and
valid.
blue do not work.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that if they would have kept it black and red or black and blue, I think that would have been.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, it just clashes. Yeah.
All right, here's my thoughts on it. You ready?
Okay.
Or you want to?
Yep.
Do you still have more input? I'm sorry. Do you have more input?
No. I think
Okay.
pretty much said what I want.
So I actually like this character design, for different reasons, right? One, it's a creature. This creature does not have a mouth. That to me is odd, but I'm a sucker for creatures in games. Like this one appears to be some type of creature. You can see that they have claws. You can see that they have more of like a kind of like a cat-like paw
She has hands though.
in
No.
1 second. And her hands, but they're big. If you look at them, they're actually like big
Oh,
old
you're right.
plumpies.
There are
They're,
claws.
they're big old plumpies, and she's got claws. So I don't know if this is like a
Right,
hybrid
touche.
between like a cat and a bird. I don't know what the creature is. I just like that it's a creature and not a person, right? Everybody could be a human in this game. I'll give them credit on that. I like the single horn. I feel like that looks good. Normally, I'm a symmetric type guy, to where I like it to be symmetric. But what I really like the most about this character is all of the gems and jewelry hanging off of the character. I absolutely love the attention to detail. I agree with
That
you.
makes sense.
I agree with you that the colors pop a little bit, and that they bring those into the stones and whatnot. But I also like that you kind of get the constellation around her when you're playing her. That is a very small aspect. Plus the little tiny tattoos of the black ink on the actual character, on the hands, on the face, on the feet. Looks good. I overall like the character, but like I said, I don't hate it, but I didn't play it because obviously you're playing.
Clashes though.
It does. I mean, they're opposites on the color wheel for a reason. They're 100%. It's valid criticism. It definitely is. I like the hair too. I like how the hair fades into starts pink and fades into blue. I get it. I feel like the red, instead of having this bright red, they should have matched it with the hair and had it be pink. Then the hair matches the outfit. But yeah, that would be my only portion. All right, moving on.
I do like the pin though. The Japanese pin, like
yes. Yep,
That's
I
a
like
cool
that
concept.
accessory too. I like that. I like how it has like a feather off of it.
I like that.
Mhm.
And it fits well. Like,
Yeah,
I think they were trying to go for like a Komodo.
maybe, or like I don't know if this is like some type of blood magic that they're going for, because like the symbols of the stars and stuff like that on her. I don't know. I mean, I looked a little bit at the lore, and she calls upon the stars for power. So maybe that's how she had her power. She's got various tattoos or sigils and stuff like that. But pretty cool character. All right, moving on to Vesper. I'm gonna take this one. This guy looks like a fucking boss. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing negative about this guy rocking the black and gold with the fucking maroon, like the blood maroon cape. And the hammer itself as the weapon is insane as a giant mallet. I feel like this character design, for just being a human, they absolutely nailed it for this character design. I'm a sucker for gold. The only thing that I would have liked to see is if they had other skins in the game, is a white and gold with purple, royal purple cape.
That's what I was gonna say. Silver.
110%. I would love to see that. But as far as this layout, dude, it works very, very, very well.
Yep. This is a chef kiss. Of the game. This is best cosmetic by far.
Yeah, I agree.
It looks great. It's amazing. Great.
All right.
He looks cool. He looks badass. He looks like he comes from every fucking RPG that we all play. Like, he giant ass hammer. Like you big old Elden Ring fans. Boom. This is your guy.
I mean, he looks so good, dude. He's got the crosses and whatnot. He's got the fucking faith symbol of the sun.
Templar, fucking true knight. He's a knight.
He looks good.
He's a knight.
Yep. Shoulders, the shoulder pauldrons and stuff like that all look symmetrical. The toe greaves on the boots all looks good. Everything about this character looks great. Yeah, they nailed it.
Best looking, in my opinion.
They definitely nailed this vibe. All right, Arena, what are your thoughts on her aesthetics?
You notice we're both level 0. I'm gonna say that.
It's a playstyle thing, man.
I
Just not
put the
into
weird thing on my head just to be funny.
it.
I have no idea about this character.
Well, let's look at lore
Now,
real quick.
now for what if I would never play this character and look at it, Druid vibe, very druidy. So I would think nature.
She is a scholar. I will tell you that much. She is a scholar that came into the world based on her lore.
Yeah. See, I have no, like, like. In my opinion, it looks ugly.
I
Like,
mean,
I hate the hands. I hate the hands, dude. That's fucking ugly. I don't
yeah.
mind the horns. I don't mind the face. I don't mind the shoulders. But once you get to the hands, they're all like, ugh.
I don't like the feet either.
Legs are thick. I like that.
Like I'm getting
And
like a goat bottom half being like a
yeah,
goat vibe.
exactly.
It's not my favorite style. I will agree with you that on that. As far as the outfit that's on her too, feathers are used in her thing, but I didn't know that this was based on like what's hanging down with the big feathers. I didn't know that that was just part of her outfit. That her sleeves are really that like openings are that long. Looks a little bit off to me. I thought it was like some memberment that was like attached to her arm at first when I seen her. The horns, I like the horns at least. I mean, the antlers, if you're
Yeah,
gonna put
yeah.
antlers on it, those look pretty
Like
good.
the horns and the head.
With the
It's fine.
feathers. But I mean,
Yeah.
all
Rest,
overall, again,
trash.
I'm not a huge fan of this style. I will say
The look. It's a look,
it's
man.
a look.
It's a
Yeah,
fucking look.
I might rate her last on aesthetics. So
Oh, on everything on all game. Oh yeah, by far.
yeah. All right, Bismuth. I'm giving this over to
Oh,
you, or Bismuth, or whatever her name is.
all right. Now this is by far my favorite character, and I like the fact she's a cute little girl. But here's my problem. Why do I have a giant fucking book on my back?
You ready for that? It's in the lore. It's in the lore. I'll explain it to you. It was two consciences became one. Both the book and the girl disappeared, and this Bismuth was born. So that's the reason. The book is an entity,
Okay, explain my
and the
leg.
girl was an entity.
Why am I gimping around?
I think it just has something to do with the corruption of joining the book with the character, because they're intertwined. Their minds. So right now, essentially, what happens? I'm just gonna read you the lore real quick. When two conscientiousness became one. God, that's a big word. Both the book and the girl disappeared, and this character was born. The girl has always longed to see the world, while the book wished to become the protagonist of its own story. As they entered the rapids to fulfill each other's wishes, their minds became intertwined, yet their vision has never been clear. So together, as a new being named Bismuth, they entered the rapids to write their story. So in some world, this book, this tome, had a brain and could think and could be, had.
Explain my left leg.
I think it's the intertwining of the two. You can see the crystals on the book, on the tome, and you can clearly see the robes that she is wearing. The tome is the same in the background.
Let's take off our fucking cosmetics real quick. Okay, take them off. Why am I blind? Why can't I see now?
Because the book, man.
Okay, so the book is everything.
Yep. The book, man. I mean, when you joined, how do you feel about her cosmetically, though? Like, you're talking about the leg.
Cosmetically, it's great. Like, it blends colors. Great. Like, I don't usually like the whole bright color shit. I don't want to say I'm on like an edgelord.
Yeah, this is like chromatic
It's
colors or some
very
shit.
chromatic. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good word. Chromatic. Yeah, I don't like the purples and pinks and shit,
Okay.
but it works with this because that's what the character's around. I like the idea of the face mask. I like that concept. But the fact that the book is just sitting there.
Hmm.
If she had like a resting pose where she could sit on the book, chef's kiss.
Mm.
Like if there
Mm.
was resting, oh, that's a concept. Resting poses.
Resting
So
poses,
let's
or
say you
even
have, yeah,
emotes that you could
yeah.
trigger that aren't
You,
just pop-ups. Yep.
oh wait, I could buy emotes. Let's see.
No, there's no emotes. It's just the same stuff.
Not of her.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I really like the design of this character. I think that this is a unique character. Very, very unique. When I seen the giant tome, I lost my shit. As far as like a weapon
Really?
or anything like that, this tome goes hand in hand for the weapon of Vesper on the way the weapon looks and how it performs. I've never ever seen a mage with a tome floating behind it that it uses to cast spells with. That, in my mind, is the ultimate fantasy, like high fantasy, just fucking awesome, off the wall aspect. I like the chromatic look. I like that her leg looks like that. I like that her right arm looks the way it looks. I love everything about it. I like how she has kind of tattered clothing and is kind of beaten up because obviously they went through something happened, right, to put them in the dream state. But overall, I really really enjoy the look of this character overall. Stop doing emotes, dude, because it's audio. Stop. Stop. All right, moving on. Nasha. For
Ugh.
this character, I dig it. I dig it for one because it's got like a Buddha vibe to it. You know what I mean? You got the heavy ropes wrapped around with the baggy pants and whatnot, and the stones. I like the big ram horns on this character. I like the staff. I like that you have kind of some bioluminescence on the character. Also, speaking about the summons, the second summon being Fenrir looks really good. Even the
Hell yeah.
little guys look cool in that aspect. But overall, this character I really like because of the Buddha vibes that you can tell. Now, I would go out on a cliff and say this is very human esque because you have obviously human feet, you have human hands, but the overall aesthetic looks really good to me. With the red rope in the blue that's there. See, it's kind of like a light blue with the blue luminescence with a different shade on the skin with the horns. I also like kind of that like moonish glow that this person has.
Nailed it.
So I mean, I really dig this aesthetic too. I feel like they nailed this character pretty good, damn good.
Yep. I'm gonna nail off your Moonish character. Yes, definitely Moonish. It's very spiritual. That's how I feel this character is. Very spiritual, especially with the bioluminescence on the middle, where we have our draping down.
Mm-hmm.
It, dude. Oh yeah, chef's kiss on that. Horns. It works. It works well. Works very well. I like the idea of her holding, or it looks like she's trying to hold something. Like on my side, it does. Yours, it just has like she's trying to hold on to like some type of artifact. Very spiritual. Very well done.
She's actually a guardian of the Forest of Turbulence. Once it got turned in, it used to be an ethereal forest. So based on her lore, she was the guardian of that realm.
Mm.
But damn good, damn good.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good model. It's good.
All right, man.
Ow.
Shell. I'll let you go first on Shell since I just went first on the last one. So you go first on Shell.
No, you good.
You want me? You want me to go?
So I like Japanese anime, so I'm I'm not Japanese, but I love anime. And this motherfucker is sweet looking.
Mm-hmm.
He's a samurai, dude. Like, what more can you say? Double blades in the back, one in the hand, ready to go. He will mess you the F up. Like, he is, other than the hammer guy, what's his name again?
Vesper.
Yeah, this dude suits the situation, period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This dude just says, I will F you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he is peak performance.
Yeah.
And he's the hardest player in the game. And that's because he looks so good.
He looks so good.
I mean, he looks so good.
Aesthetic wise, man, I like how the brim of his hat, you just barely see that single eyeball, Cyclops eyeball looking back at you. I love the fact that they did that. They could have made this 2 eyes, they made it 1 single eye. I love that he is a doll. He is not an actual person. He is a soul imbued in a doll. So he's made completely out of wood and obviously some metal that you're seeing there. But the draping of the clothes on him, like his robes and stuff like that, all looks good. I like the mask about it. I like the sword. The sword is the right length. It's not overly long. It's not too short. He has the multiple blades around his back that I dig. Overall, I love the fact that his right leg looks like they had to, like, his left leg looks like a peg leg, and his right leg barely looks like it's, it's been reinforced. Yeah, they nailed it with the look of him. They nailed it with the look of him. I also like that his name is Shell and that he was a former he was a once infamous assassin who now resides in a wooden puppet that feels neither emotion nor pain. He is literally a shell of a person. And I love that that's his name, Shell. So, him being here and the attitude that he has being an assassin, really great character design on that one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, any last comments on the heroes before we move on?
Not on their looks.
Okay, we're gonna talk builds now. Okay. We're just gonna give I'm gonna ask some questions. We're gonna kind of speed this up a little bit. But I wanted to ask you some questions, basically, about builds. So, we're going to talk first about the hero specking within the trees themselves here on the various characters. One thing I liked when I started out is that the common ones were basically transcendent based on whoever you were going after, right? So you could basically be like, oh, I put all this time and effort and resources into, leveling these abilities up, but you can use those abilities on everybody else. I also love that each and every single hero, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know what they're called, essentially, travelers. Yeah, there you go. Each traveler has their own unique ones, too, that you could buy within here. So the overall dynamics of this skill tree being broken into 4 sections, I would say, is awesome. I also love that it's constellations for each of the ones, depending on what they do. But overall, I would say the builds offer a very dynamic, personalized gameplay for what you're going for. I also love that everybody has skills that you unlock. So there's variants of each skill. There's just one variant of each skill. I would like to see more skills added, essentially, over there in that area. But overall, I think they nailed the ones that you absolutely need to play a character effectively. Your thoughts, man, on the skill trees? Do you like
So
this aspect? Do you think it's deep
I
enough?
play. mm, So you know me personally. I like to play games to be most efficient. So if I go to Cetra and I go to its skill tree, I notice I get less slots in one certain type of skill.
Mm.
I don't like that.
So do you
I
think
don't like
everybody
that.
should be equal? So you think that everybody should have like 6 healing,
Um,
six blue, six red, 6 whatever of the 4 types?
I say yes, but at the same time,
So yeah, like
when
6,
it
4,
comes to
4, 4.
diversity, so I say yes, but at the same time, I say diversity. It'll kill it, right? So I get the concept, and this is a reason why I play the little girl.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I never knew that there was a different amount per person until you pointed that out.
Really? Right now?
Yeah, like even now I'm looking at it, I'm like
Oh my god.
I didn't really dive into that. I'll be honest
Oh
with
my
you, man.
god. Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
Okay.
dude. Like I
No,
just assumed like people had a decent amount, so that's
no,
crazy.
no. Yeah. So here's the thing. So certain characters have so many abilities in that area, which I would call here, let me look. Destruction, life, imagination, and then flexible. So destruction is your red slots.
Hmm.
Certain red slots, you have so many. Even if you're max character, you only have so many slots, and if you slam something in there that's not that, it takes a downfall. Now, why I like her is because she has a ton of imagination slots. This is why it's my favorite character. It's because she's pretty much like the bargain bin, like the your cash out. Like this chick farms gold, dust. She's pretty much like how you make money in the game. If you see a business in their game, if you go to multiplayer and play the game, you see her. You already know they're farming gold. How you do it? But when you see like Citra, you don't see that many slots in imagination because they're not meant for it. They're meant for more hidden heart. So you have to be. That's one thing I don't like about this game is if it would be more even, it'd be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your thoughts on the skill tree? Is that you feel like if it was more even, it'd be more of a level playing field? I feel like these
Yeah.
play into the strength of each character because like the support ones of like health, armor, and whatnot. Vesper, who's a tank, has 7 of those. He has 5 attack, but he only has like 3 of like the merchant ones or whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 flex areas. I mean, I get it. I do that they're going for a different vibe, and maybe that's how they balance things. But yeah, I could definitely see that.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
mean, it's
have
definitely different.
ridiculous amount of slots in here.
Yeah. Yep.
A ridiculous amount of slots. And Vesper, don't get me wrong, I love Vesper. But it's just not the same.
Yep.
It's just not the same. Like you have to be very crucial on what you choose. That's all.
All right.
Very careful.
Also talking about builds. So we talked about the character builds, but ultimately this game, you're going to have memories, essences that you unlock through the game, essentially in the world when you're doing the roguelike. And those actually can add to the builds or diversify a build or completely change the way you play a character based on it. So I wanted to kind of get your idea right now, just looking at some some numbers here. There is about 110 memory types, and as far as essences, I don't have a number for those. But what are your thoughts on some of your? I guess we'll do this. Which ones? I mean, there's obviously things that you don't like, right? Like we have
Yep.
obliteration for a reason. But overall, the skills in the game. What are your thoughts on the skills in the game? Which ones do you feel like
Okay.
are great? And do you okay? Let's back up. We're gonna do a very
Well,
very high
I
level of
already
this.
got the answers.
I feel like Do you feel like they did a
Well,
good job with the memories? We're not gonna talk about essences yet, just the memories. Do you feel like they did a
okay,
good job
memories.
about them?
Memories. Yeah, they're fun. Like the concept of it was great. Um, Let me think. I think there should be more cold. Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna base it off the gold. I'm gonna base it off my girl, right? Little girl. She, how I play her, she wants to spam everything, right? Everything is just spammed out with volleys and projectiles. I think every okay, so let's say light. Say light has an ability to where it spams something out. Projectile. Fire should, dark should, and fire should. Or light, fire, dark, and cold.
Mhm.
All should have the same type of ability. Like everything in those categories should have something. Like I should have Blizzard, right? Or Blizzard. 'Cause Blizzard technically isn't a projectile. So, um, so let's see. Starfall, light ability. It it actually says the word projectile.
Okay.
Now you go to dark. There is no actual skill in the game that says projectile with dark. Fire. There's no actual fire skill in the game that says projectile. So with the wording, oh, other thing.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fucking other thing. Um, I think every cl- class, every what's the word? Type of skill, I guess. Fire, dark, light.
Element. Every element.
Oh, yeah. Every element should have a certain type of skill. Projectile, melee, um, explosive, whatever. Everything should have something of that nature, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it would help with dynamics of builds if they did that. That's something I didn't
I think
notice, right? Because of
I would be
who you
scared
play.
it would break. So,
I mean, it could, and that's
oh, it
that's
would.
balancing right for you. But yeah, I overall though, like, do you feel like they've done a good job with the memories that they're presented? Do you feel
Oh
powerful when
yeah.
you use
Oh
them?
yeah.
Really fun?
It's fun. Like we keep playing the game, right? It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let me look at like the very first night. Backstep. Leaves it backwards to drops bombs. Stupid. We don't want it. Like it's.
You want to know a funny build?
I can make a funny build.
I was utilizing corrosive. What's the one? Corrosive trails with
Mm-hmm.
immolation, and then the trailing bomb gem, and just dropping a ton of bombs everywhere while running around super fast. That was
Yeah,
a build I
but
did.
but the problem with that is you're killing your health.
I
If
put
you
a regen gem on the
Yep.
immolation to
See,
offset it.
that's the thing.
It's like thinking about
That's
that,
the
right?
thing. You
Like if it's gonna
have
take
to
health, then let
offset.
me give health back when I cast it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to offset things, which ain't the worst thing in the world. But imagine having like corrosive trail, which is a running ability, right? It increases your speed, which is poison, and then you can lob poison bombs. That'd be cool.
See, okay.
As long as the word says projectile
Yep.
or attack.
I feel like you have your elements. You have your elements of like, fire, cold, right, or ice, whatever you want to call it, and then you have light and dark. You have some physical elements that you have there, but I will admit, dude, is I would probably say the majority of these I pass up on. I'm looking for specific skills that I find that are better than others
Yeah.
that I want to utilize. And that to me is like, I understand that you got a sheer volume of them and different strokes for different folks, right? I always say that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
me personally, when it comes to certain things, essentially like certain memories, I'm more or less looking for something. I don't really, there's certain ones I'm just like, I just won't use this, and that's fine. I don't know if that classifies it as being a bad skill, or maybe I haven't found a slot for it in my build to where it could be viable. I'm sure every single skill you could build something around with Essence if you wanted to. But as far as like exploring each of those branches when you're trying to be out there in the shit, making those decisions and trying to focus on those things is very, very tough. To get the right set of things, because I mean we've had runs, it's a roguelike, right? So like when we talk about it, it's like everything's randomized when you're out there. You don't know if you're gonna get that one gem to complete your 3 or 4 or 5 gem build. You don't know if you're gonna get that memory to complete your 3 or 4, three memory things.
But you play towards it.
You
Right?
play towards it
Like,
because you're hoping that you get it, and if you get it, great, the run's gonna go really
right,
smooth. If you don't get it, it could go
it
wrong.
runs real well.
Yeah, and that's
And then you dive deeper and dive deeper, and then you just become a god.
yeah. I
We've
mean,
been there. We've been there.
yeah, and we'll talk about the gameplay loop here after we cover kind of like essences and whatnot. But overall, the memories, I liked the animations of them. I feel like each one
Oh,
is
the animations are
unique
cool.
in its own self, that they
Actually.
don't look all identical, or you don't reuse assets for them. So I definitely like the fact that we're seeing
I
those.
hate the stutter step.
Yeah, the auto casting with the stutter step planting, like if it's channeling
Yeah,
skill. That's
that's fucking
balancing though. They just need to fix certain things. If it's not a channeling spell, you should be able to just shoot it off. Prime example, chain lightning that you were talking about, the stutter step.
yeah,
It should
that's
not
bad.
have one. It's chain lightning. It should just throw out. You know what I mean? Like there's no cast
Yeah,
times on
it
here.
just literally says cast it. Why do I have to pause for like a millisecond? It's not even that. It's just the fact that I have to pause.
It makes you not want to use certain abilities on certain characters because of like how you build those characters. And I get it,
Mm-hmm.
110%. I completely understand that vibe
Mm-hmm.
of it. What are some of your give me your top 3 favorite memories?
Ooh, let me look at these. Top three. Like, top favorite. That's crazy. Um, well, it's gonna be Flame Whip on Venser.
Okay.
That shit is insane.
Okay.
Like you whip a flame, and that motherfucker's just speedy as shit.
He's off to the
That
races.
shit
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah, some of the builds are
Uh,
crazy that we've done.
fucking gnarly. I fucking love that shit. I don't want to say anything busted. So, um, Mystic Dagger. Now, Mystic Dagger's tricky. So, Mystic Dagger is a dark spell. And most of us don't really play dark spells. However, what's amazing about Mystic Dagger is it reduces cooldown on all your other spells or all your memories. This, I would say, is one of the best fucking memories in the game. It's hard to,
So you like it
other
from a
than
mechanic standpoint. I think it's very lackluster when you actually use it, but that's me.
no, yeah, the damage itself is meh.
I mean, not
You
even the
use it
damage,
for
dude. I
damage.
just like the
The fact,
animation. The animation of it, it's just
oh,
weird. Like
it's
phew,
atrocious. It's
it's a throwing
atrocious.
throwing knife.
But
Yeah.
who cares? Who cares about skin? You're talking to me though. I don't care about the
Nope,
look.
and that's different. That's different,
I
man.
I care about the efficiency,
Mm-hmm.
and that fucking skill is great.
One more.
If
One
you
more.
level this shit up, you level that shit up, and you can get less. That thing swings. It'll load everything by seconds, not point oh seconds, not haste, none of that bullshit. It's seconds, and that's very strong late game. Is you don't want to lower shit by less than a second. Like that thing hits, everything's lowered by a second. If it hits, it can get lowered by point. Like you can lower everything by like 5 seconds. Imagine that. All of your skills are reduced by 5 fucking seconds, and then you auto spam. It's insane. That's one of my other ones. That's one of my favorites. But honestly, you heard my favorite one, which was actually my favorite one is probably Purgatory. It's just a great ass heal.
Purgatory. Interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah, it's a common and slams down. It's a circle, heals you,
Okay.
heals you and allies.
Yep.
Great fucking spell. I like shields too, but uh, at this time, like I'm playing with you, you can hold your own, so I don't need to shield you.
That makes
You hold
sense.
your own. So yeah.
That
But
makes
early on,
sense.
I fucking loved mass protection. I just got so much shield. It was great. It was godly. But now that I'm playing with like players at Backlog over here that can hold his own, I don't need to buff him up. He holds his own. Like I don't need to.
Yep. You get
So
to that
it's like,
point. You get
why
to
do I
that
need to
point.
buff him? Yeah.
All right.
What are your favorite three?
My favorite three.
Just memories.
Just memories. I will say this: my favorite healing spell is Beam of Light.
It's a good one.
I like it. That's why when you went Purgatory, I was like, oh man, okay. I'm a big fan of Beam of Light. I like that you shoot out that beam from your hand and
You
it
shoot
jumps,
rogues. You
jumps,
like shooting
jumps to other characters and stuff like that, and it's basically a life leech. I really like Beam of Light as it seems to be one of my staples that I love picking up within my runs. Other one that I like that I've come to like from a selfish reason is Chain Lightning. You can get absolutely bonkers with this, and we found that out by accident. I'll tell that story later. And then last but not least, let me think. What do I want to do for my
Here's
third
a
one?
hard one. Yep, the third is the hardest.
The third is a hard one. I have two of them. One is from a utility standpoint of how I play Vesper, and I will say Spinning Whirlwind is a very fun thing because the higher your attack speed, it swings faster, which is hilarious. But you could do a lot of damage with that one. As far as aesthetics, in the coolest one that I would say to me that I just giggle about is probably Burrow. It's where you literally go in the ground and then you pop up. I just find that funny. Maybe not on the most epic stand. Beam of Balance is also pretty fucking insane. when you capture that. But I definitely like me a good burrow because it makes me giggle every single time.
Actually said a legendary one.
Yeah, I think the legendary ones are pretty cool. From what
Yeah, they're
I've
cool.
played.
They're so overpowered though. Like,
Well, they're supposed to be. They only drop off of bosses. So
yeah.
you know, there's 5 of them. Those are the 5 that you can get off the bosses in the worlds. I mean, there's not a fire one.
Anywhere.
There's not a
Okay.
fire one.
Okay. If
So,
we're gonna say busted ass fucking abilities,
well, I'm not saying busted.
Radiant-
I like them. I like it from a visual aspect. I don't think it's
Radiant
busted.
Explosion.
Radiant explosion's funny. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Radiant Explosion is busted.
Yep. Yep.
Like you run, like for me at least, I run around. That thing hits out and just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gone. It's just gone.
But, okay, real quick.
Gone.
Which
Like,
one
hello,
is?
goodbye?
Hello, goodbye. Okay.
I didn't want to say Radiant Explosion.
You should have. You should have. Because it's fucking hilarious.
Dude,
Um.
run around. Goodbye. This is what it's going to be called. Goodbye. In my now future. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You are the weakest week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What in your mind? Okay. Before we move on from memories, in your mind, you get to pick one. What is the absolute most dog water memory that you can think of?
Oh. That I haven't already obliterated.
Not character skills. We're taking those out because those are completely different.
Like
I'm just talking about the
dog water.
like it is just fucking trash.
If I see it, it's auto
delete, auto breakdown for dust.
Damn. Backstep. Like I have no idea why anyone would play that shit. Leap backwards.
Watch it be like the top speedrunner fucking memory. You're like, it's dog water.
You backstep and then drop stupid little fucking orbs on. No, that's just trash.
Man, man, dude, this is a hard question, dude. For me,
or pressure point. That's another one. Push you back. What the fuck ever? Push you back, and then you're gonna do something.
oh man, dude, I got 2, but
Don't say it, dude.
I think Final Explosion is fucking stupid.
God,
because
okay,
you sacrifice.
Here.
Okay, so you sacrifice 40% of your maximum health to trigger powerful explosions, right? Does it do a lot of damage? Yeah, it probably does a lot of damage. The whole thing, though, is sacrificing 40% of mass cleanse is pretty garbage, too. I mean, there's no use for it. I would probably say that, or even like Swift Slash fucking is dog water to me. At least it does damage, but it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, Backstep's pretty bad. Backstep is pretty bad too.
Yeah, it's so bad. Doomsday. What's the
is
one
that the meteor? The Doomsday meteor? Yeah. Yep. That one is insane too because of the channeling time.
Yeah, takes too much time.
Mm-hmm.
Doomsday meteor, dookie butter.
I also like that Doomsday Meteor's not a lock-on. It's a fucking random AoE that you cast, and by the time it fucking hits, people have moved. Oh, and if you're standing in it when it hits you too.
That's a
it affects both allies and enemies, so you can nuke teams. I mean, I guess if you wanted to troll people, you could fucking bring it and shoot it at them. But
oh god,
yeah,
just give me an idea.
No. Okay, moving on to essences. We're gonna kind of cover the first three topics. Let's just move a little bit quicker here. What do you think of the overall essences within the game? Do you think that they did a good
Amazing.
job with them?
I like the idea. Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, I agree with you on
I
that.
like the idea of buffing your skills, which are memories.
Yes.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, and I have a pretty unique story of, I was going through and doing it, and by finding one random kind of essence, I was like, well, I guess we're just gonna utilize this. That was a virtue one, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
where you get more charges, and I completely changed that run for that character and how I
Yep.
progressed through it, and maybe a true believer in chain lightning. For that one. But yes, I feel like the essences, they did a really good job on balancing. Is there some that I'm just like absolute dog water? Hell yeah, there's definitely some of
Oh,
those.
there's so many tracks.
But there, if you get those good ones and you get those ways to comboing them, you could basically put three essences on one memory. And if you have a way of comboing those, you can make a lot of broken shit, and that's what this game's about: is getting that broken build and absolutely wreaking havoc with it. What are your top
Mm-hmm.
three essences that you absolutely love?
Oh Jesus
Top
Christ,
three,
that's a fucking
bro.
question.
Bro, if there's one there's one that if you don't say it, I'm gonna call bullshit. But go ahead.
So, if I have to, damn, that's a hard question.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, okay. Let me
Oh,
let me
are
rephrase
we
this
talking
question.
like
Let me
me
rephrase
voice,
this.
or are we talking like solo?
Let's redo this question because it depends on the build and the character that you're playing about what
Yes,
you're gonna
yes, it
like.
does.
So
Yep.
so what I'm gonna say is what would be your top three that you would put on a skill that would basically make that skill like that's like you're like, yep, every time I want to run these three combined.
Guidance, clemency, and flow.
Okay, so to kind of explain that a little bit, go ahead and tell us what each one of those do.
So flow reduces the cooldown of all light skills. And when you're playing an autocaster like the little girl, if you have her ability that does autocasting, it's everything is autocasted, right? You're just playing walking simulator.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Now clemency will take you gain life based off a percent of the damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
And
that's like
then
life steal.
guidance,
Yep.
yep, guidance is based off the amount of damage you deal. You can gain percentage from that.
Mm-hmm. So it's the healing is increased by 20%. 30% of excess healing is converted to a barrier for 2 seconds.
Yes, yeah, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's also another combo, which is fucking amazing, which is Vortex, which is a thing I actually introduced this you to,
Yes, you did.
which is it autocasts fire. It just autocasts fire things.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
And when you
fireballs. It throws out fireballs.
yep, and when you could equip Quicksilver on that, it enhances your attack or it enhances your movement speed.
Yep.
Amazing, oddly. And then you can add what he likes is fever, I think.
Yep. Fever.
Fever. So it just gets astronomically dumb.
You can either throw fever on it or ember tail.
Yep. The best part about that shit, if you just have Quicksilver and Vortex, you don't even need a memory.
Yes, it can be put on anything. That's what I like about it. Yeah. It basically becomes a memory by itself that you don't need to put anything else on that memory.
On the memory.
Yep.
But when you do put it on the memory, you can do fever. And then whenever you
Yes.
cast something, it just becomes
Well, even if you don't,
autopilot.
put fever on it, right? If you put fever on it, when that fireball launches out, right, and it hits somebody, it triggers fever.
Yep.
So fever can
I
also
would
be
I
used as
would say
autocast too.
the best game, the best essence of the game is Vortex, in my opinion.
In your opinion, that's a okay.
No, that's not an opinion. That's
No, I'm saying in
fact.
your opinion, dude. You're saying it's fact. That's hilarious. Okay, okay,
That's a fact. How do you beat that?
yeah, yeah. I think
How do
that's
you start the game with Vortex?
it's very powerful early game.
It's so fucking powerful.
Yeah.
It just auto deals damage plus doing 65% more or 60% fire. It's fucking so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to be nerfed, to be honest, but I don't want it to be.
I mean, we'll see with the
But I
balancing,
think it
man.
needs to be.
All right.
Oh, adventure. Oh, that's another one.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. We can get into those, man. We can get into those, but like, Alex,
Adventure's
I'll give you
fun.
one. Okay. Adventure is fun.
Adventure is fun, but I don't think it's busted.
Okay.
10% takes a lot of rooms, right? To get 100%, it takes 10 rooms.
It's a tick. It's a tick,
Yeah.
man. It's a ticker. It adds up over time.
It is ticker.
It adds up.
Wealth.
Dude,
Here we go.
Is wealth your favorite gym?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I see that fucking thing, it's like, I want money, dude.
So,
money's everything early.
yeah, so it drops 1 gold, and the gold is shared amongst all travelers for you basically cast a memory. If it kills something, it drops an extra gold. And basically once you level it up, it can drop more gold, so you can make 6, 20, whatever. So it can get very broken, but it's this great one. If both people, if you can play up to 4 people in this game,
yeah.
but if you find it and you split them, essentially at first, right? If you're at a vendor and you can buy 2 and you split them and give them to people, that's the best way. And then when you start leveling it up, you guys can get basically infinite gold.
Is fucking nasty.
Yeah, it's filthy.
It's fucking filthy.
I got a combo that I like, and I'm actually gonna make a separate video on this.
Better than Vortex Quicksilver.
I like it because I think it's. I got a couple that I'm gonna go into. Okay.
Is it better than Vortex Quicksilver?
Vortex.
Or is it better than Clemency or Guidance? Is it better than those?
I think those do different things. I honestly believe the Vortex with Fever and the Quicksilver is an ultimate combo. If you get that, and that's the 3 that you have, I think that, in my mind, is nuts. Personally. What I like, what I was running last game is this, okay? And this is very situational one, but I was running Virtue, which increases the memory cast of 1 stacks. So you can do that. The other thing that I was running, which is a little bit broken, but it was broken because of how we had the game scaled, was Predation. But you could also use Chip Divine Faith. Those 3 that I had, and then we went ahead and did a hunter only run. Essentially, that every monster was a hunter that was out there in the dream. Basically made it for insane kills. We're talking one shot boss killers. So that was pretty busted. Now, not as busted, but still insane, was Essence of Virtue. And then I was running Essence of Efficiency. Yes, Virtue. Essence of Virtue.
I would say Momentum over
Efficiency, right? I was running Efficiency, any type of fucking cooldown, right, in that slot.
It's metal.
That you, metal. If you can get metal. If you can't, if you can get efficiency, like some type of cooldown on Chain Lightning, Essence of Virtue, and then you had Efficiency. I'm trying to think, what was the third thing I had on there? I had something else with it. when I did that run. I might have to go back and
Were you just
look.
fucking shit up?
Yeah, that was the other night where the build was just fucked, dude, and I just started going ham. I'll have to look it up, but there was one other aspect on there. There's one other one that played into that mind. Basically, you have cooldown, you have the stack potential. So I had about 10 stacks on Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning was leveled up dumb, and you had the efficiency chip or whatnot to bring down the cooldown so you could just spam cast this thing. I mean, I think I may have had Divine Faith at that time on there, which is obtainable within your runs fairly easy. You could also add in light and increase damage, or flow even to bring your decrease down, since it's a light one. But ultimately, that one was a hilarious find that we were not expecting to get on those. I wish there was like a history I could go back and look at my runs. I don't know if there is, so that's another thing. Is I wish I could go back and look at my stats of each run, because every roguelike has that, to kind of see what you have for history. Anyways, that covers memories, the build crafting. I will ask you this, Alex. Do you feel like there is solid theory crafting to basically understand the terms of the game, like basic attack versus ability, damage, scaling? Or do you think that it's way too heavy for the casual player to grasp? How long did it take us to start theory crafting and building stuff? Because there's the learning curve. Don't get me wrong, chat. There's a learning curve.
So with that being said, the learning curve, like we all started, like me and you, we played. Probably what, 20, maybe 15, 20 hours without looking anything up. And I don't think you looked anything up, but I do.
I did not watch any videos on this entire game. The entire time I played it, I did not watch a single video.
I'm a different type of player, so
which is fine.
Completely builds, fine. I look up concepts. I look up strategies. So with that being said, what was the question again exactly?
Do you feel like theory crafting? So the theory crafting of creating builds and whatnot. Do you think it's too math heavy for casual players? I mean, I personally don't think it's too math heavy for casual players. But I think understanding what a basic attack and ability damage and versus ability haste and stuff like that took some type of thinking to do. But as far as like comboing gems when you see them, I definitely feel like that was 50 hours plus for us.
So this is what you have to ask yourself. Do you want to play the game like to be a god? Like, do you want to break the game? If not, if you're a casual player, perfectly fine. Amazing. Awesome. Do it. Doesn't take much shit to do. You just play it. You just dig around, fuck around, join public lobbies, get carried, whatever. Now, if you want to break the game, go achievement hunting, do all that, you probably should look up builds. In my opinion.
Or at least how to do the achievements.
Or at least how to do them.
Or where to unlock things. Yeah, I agree.
But again, that's like all games.
Right? I will admit I did look up how to unlock Bismuth for us. I did look that up because I was like, how the hell do I even do this? You have to get 900 speed for 3 seconds. Yep.
Wasn't that hard?
No, once we figured it out, it was pretty easy.
It's just, but for casual players, not the first thing you're gonna want to do.
No.
But it's something, right?
Right.
But honestly, for a casual player, enjoy the game, dude. Have fun. Blow up shit. Mist. I would say I would start with Mist before Lycetra.
Yeah, if you're good at strafing though, like range is gonna be easier to do. I think you would get a further with range than melee right off the bat.
Oh, that's your opinion, but I feel like mist is
This is fine. Yeah, dude. Once I had the game mechanics down and the enemies and the way they attack, yeah, you can get pretty filthy with the melee.
You can get filthy with this. Like I could show you a run, but I don't need to.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like the build diversity is there of how you do
there.
things.
Definitely, so, for sure.
It
really depends on how you want to play.
Yeah, like I mean, if you want to go,
yes.
yeah, if you want to do a busted build or you want to do a funny build or whatever the case may be, once you have an understanding of what does what and what you're looking to do, yeah, you can definitely theory craft your way through it. All right, moving on. I
would say there are certain essences that you require.
Yeah.
No matter the build, like there are. Go back to his concept of essences, because there's certain ones that you like really.
They're just so damn good that when you get them, it really opens it up. All right. Any other thoughts on essences or memories before we move on?
Nope.
All right. So we're gonna talk a little bit about mechanics. Okay, here. Mainly, the first one that we're gonna cover is the hunter system. How do you feel about the hunter system? Do you feel like it's you have pressure versus freedom, you have risk versus reward, right? When you're talking about it and where you're deciding to go. So as the game is without any lucid dreams attached to it, we'll give a brief explanation of this. The hunter system, when you spawn on the map and you start going to nodes, as sooner or later, the hunters are going to start chasing you. Now, let's just say the hunters catch up to you, or for some reason you run into hunters. It's not impossible. It's doable, but it adds a layer of mechanic of multiple AoEs being cast on you, and harder monsters and whatnot to be spawned. But you have a meter, essentially, and when that meter gets too full, it gets really, really bad. So it's not like you can go to every single node on the map and do a full clear. You do have hunters that progress across the map. So overall, do you think that the hunter's mechanic is a good mechanic?
Yeah, I don't mind it, but again, I put a lot of time. I don't like the fact that they rush you right away when you're a nightmare. But again, I get the concept.
Honestly, dude, we've played a couple rounds where we didn't have it. And I feel like playing rounds to where
too easy.
Exactly, dude. It felt like there was no consequences on where you were choosing to go. Like I feel like it's a necessary one. Is there some balancing that could probably be done there? Maybe. You could tweak the system a little bit. I
think it's just saying not following you. It would take an extra turn.
Yeah.
They don't move for one extra turn.
That would be fine. Yeah. I think so too. Like if you had three to open it up, but yeah.
But when we were playing again, achievement hunting, that felt redundant. Like it felt.
But I feel like the pressure needed to be there, man. If you don't have the pressure there, dude, and we're just, I mean, you could backtrack to a shop. You could backtrack to a well. You could backtrack anywhere before you go to the boss. Which, by the way,
and tedious and stupid.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's definitely.
There should always be some type of hunter, no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter what.
We never really intentionally seeked out hunters. I mean, we did for an achievement, but you don't normally do that within a run. You will get absolutely demolished. When they start getting to hunter threat 4 and 5, it becomes a big problem. But overall, I feel like the hunter mechanic needed to be there. Now, I want to talk about another mechanic within the game, and that's the clock of the run. Now, Alex, this is kind of... Yeah, so how long the run's been going, right? You have that clock that's constantly ticking up.
Oh, I don't even pay
So,
attention to it.
I'm gonna compare this to Alex has never played Risk of Rain 2, but Risk of Rain 2, you are running an open world map, and your ultimate timer that is there. Each time that timer hits a milestone, the difficulty increases. Mobs get spawn
Oh,
more, they get harder. So the
oh.
goal is to get your loot, right? Get your buffs, get your everything,
So get in and get out.
get
Okay.
in, and then go to the next section so that you can keep your power curve accelerating at a faster rate than the power curve of the monsters. One thing in this
Damn.
game is the timer literally does nothing.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
And I feel like that's a mechanic that they could utilize to try to add some type of scaling.
That's a
Scaling to
scary
make
idea.
decisions and throw an extra dynamic onto the game. Um, Even if it's like, hey, maybe the mobs don't scale, but the bosses start to scale to make it harder to continue. They hit harder, they have more health. However,
Damn.
they would want to do
No.
that. I feel like they could add a mechanic there that they are already utilizing a timer within the game. I don't know how you feel about that, of adding an extra layer
Um.
of pressure. And maybe that's something that's a lucid dreams type thing, but
That that should be a lucid dream kind of concept, but at the same time, I'm not against it. But that's a scary concept because I can't just like, okay, get to a thing, go take a shit, right?
yep,
A dump,
right.
relax. I can't. I can't. There's no relax.
I mean, there is. When you defeat
It's
a
like
boss,
go
the
go
timer
go go go.
stops.
It's like fucking go go. Yeah,
You
like
could,
when you kill a
technically.
boss,
When you kill a boss, the timer stops until you go to the next section, then it starts
but
again.
you have to get to the boss.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you have to dedicate at least a lot of time into going hardcore, like full on hard mode, like like full potential, like going at it, get to a boss, clear, and then you can go body.
Right? Right? Okay,
I'm
another
not against it, but that's
it's
I
there,
don't know.
right? Another thing that I want to talk about is as far as the mechanics within the game is I want to talk about lucid dreams. Now, lucid dreams are unlocked by doing mechanics like certain achievements, I should say, right? In order to unlock lucid dreams. Now, in a roguelike, right? I'm going to utilize Hades as an example here because that's one that I've played to where you can add modifiers. Now, Hades modifiers, they're not buffs, they're debuffs. They make the run harder for difficulty scaling reasons.
There are harder ones.
There are
You
some
just
harder
can't-
ones, but even adding good
you don't
ones,
choose them.
right? I mean, even adding good ones on top of it. I don't know how many lucid dreams you can pick. I haven't tested that if you could select everything or not.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah, I mean, if you could select everything, that'd be insane. Yeah, so I mean, like, some of these are buffs, right? Like, hunters don't chase the expedition, or upon completing the location, the travelers recover 25% of their lost health. I feel like, I feel like you should only be limited to, like there should be penalties for these, right? The more you have activated, you got to pay a price, right? If you're taking a buff, you're gonna pay a price, right? And you got to weigh the price versus the buff. So in my mind with these, I like the fact that they have achievements to go ahead and unlock them in order to do them. I like that fact. I like that aspect of that type of feature within the game. But ultimately, dude, I don't. It feels odd. It feels very odd how some of these are going. You know what I mean?
Too easy. It's just too easy.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things to where you can absolutely get completely pud runs going on, right? Um,
Yep, it's too easy. That's
so
all.
so
That's
it's
all I gotta say.
yeah, I mean I would like to see some type of like, hey, if you select like you can select one and nothing happens, right? So you can take one. If you take two,
Yeah.
then this happens. If you take three,
There's
then
no
this happens.
consequences
Four,
for your actions.
right?
Yes.
And you start getting big consequences for taking multiple stuff. Essentially, but
There's no consequence.
there's no downside of taking them. So I view it as kind of
Yeah.
like this thing of like you're changing the actual game that's there in order for it. Um, Thoughts on Lucid Dreams? You agree, disagree? How do you feel about it?
I agree with that. There's no consequences. Like if I choose the good, right, I could turn everything off and have only good ones. Or I can target select the ones I want. Meh.
Okay.
However, once you start selecting the hard ones, now you have to ask, are you just like, do you want to like play that? Like, then it kills the fun for me.
Right.
Well, unless I'm going for achievement hunting.
Exactly, and that's the thing
But
is like
there's no achievement hunting.
there's no achievement
There's no
hunting
reason.
next to Lucid Dreams. No, there has to be a
Yeah,
reward.
there's nothing. Yep.
And I one of the rewards that they could do is that you get more of the what do you call it, Stardust. So
Yeah.
Stardust is a currency that is used to level up skills, unlock cosmetics, unlock a lot of things in the game, right? Emotes.
And I have
um
everything. So
right,
I'm like,
right. I mean, so
man.
you can farm it all, right? And that's all fine and dandy. We kind of had this conversation a little bit the other night, and I feel like Stardust is too frugal in this game. I feel like if you will purposely
Oh
have to do
hell
something
no.
to grind Stardust,
Too frugal my ass. All
I
right,
think so.
you fucker.
I mean, hey man, it's my opinion, right? They're like assholes, everybody
Yeah.
stinks. But but
Frugal my ass.
the
But
the
all right.
the way I look at it is like how many times I was struggling, like, oh man, I don't have any fucking Stardust, like deja vu, or like I don't have any Stardust to do this or do that. I feel like there's a little bit of a buff that could be there. Now, heroic boss kills, if you're playing on Nightmare, you get +7 Stardust. Great, right? Maybe buff that to like +10, plus 15, or whatnot. Or the Lucid Dreams idea. You go ahead, and the more penalized that you become, the higher amount of Stardust it starts dropping, to give you the ability to obtain more and more of your kind of Stardust to level up. Because I mean, obviously, you want to level up. You can farm this. Alex has looked up a farming route for it, but I don't feel like it's one of those things to where you want to be farming it. I would rather just earn it naturally, like playing the game, in order to kind of progress and unlock stuff. Now that is going to bleed a little bit into the grind versus progression conversation that we'll have coming up, but it is one thing that I feel like they could reward you with more often, and it wouldn't be a bad thing per se. Alex disagrees.
Yes, yes, I do. But I get the concept, right? I get it. But so you already know I'm a very tactical player, right? Like efficiency. But now you take away the ability to easily do this, right? I could just take everything off, blah blah blah, and now I have to play hard mode. And then I
Would
don't
it be a
enjoy
bad
it
thing
as
if it
much.
dropped more? Would it be a bad thing if it dropped more? Or do you feel like the grind? Okay, how I
What's
want to
the
word
drop?
this.
What do you mean by drop?
Here's how I want to word this, dude. The rate of which you accumulate Stardust. Do you feel like it could be better, as in you could get more, or do you think like it's fine, or do you think it's too much? Where are you at with there, and then we'll question going forward based on that.
Personally, I make enough just playing with you that I don't really care about the Stardust. Are you talking the premium currency, right? The
The
purple
purple one.
shit?
The purple.
Dude, I'm almost at 4K. For me
I'm
personally,
at I'm at 2,776, but I
exactly.
could turn around and blow
Usually,
that. I could turn around and blow that and
yep,
still not have everything
yep,
unlocked.
yep, yep. So you just played what, 2 games with me? Like it's not
I
that
feel like
it's
if you
bad.
win, you should get more.
Oh, if we win,
If you
oh
win,
fuck
if
yeah.
you defeat that final boss and you clear and you roll credits, you should get more than what they're giving you. It should instantly be
Yeah,
like,
they only give you 50.
yeah, dude, it should be 500.
Or
Like
very few,
if
man.
you beat it, it should be 500. Like hands down, you beat
Mm,
that
that
final
hurts
boss,
too much.
500
That's
dust.
too much.
No, because I mean, there's some deja vu's, dude, that are like 350 to take back in.
Yeah.
So then that leaves
You
a
know what?
little bit over
You know
to
what the
level your
build
character.
is then? You fucking win with that deja vu.
Yeah, and then it lowers
That's the
the
point.
cost of it.
That's
Yep.
the point.
It's a mechanic, but I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, sometimes depending on what you want to play, you're going to bring in different stuff, which is going to retaliate into you having to spend that currency.
Mm.
Very true. Very true.
Yep, it's true. At the same time, I don't care. Because just like you, we play a lot of hours a day, so we don't care.
It's true, man. We put in
It,
time.
it,
We
it,
put in time.
the currency is irrelevant at this point. That's
Yeah.
why I go fucking. When we play, you know what like you said it before. We talked about it before. What's one of my favorite essences?
Wealth.
You said it well. Exactly.
Dude, I was like, if he
I
doesn't say that wealth is his
focus
favorite essence, I'm going to call
fired
bullshit.
I focus fired that so fucking fast.
I
And
love
you're not
I
the one
love the
who's
fact that
listening
you
to it.
stack greed above
I-
everything else.
I fucking fired that so fast. And then I dump. Dude, I can hit so much harder the earlier, but I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Because I fucking just dump everything into wealth so we're rich.
Yep.
And then we're just walking around. I prance like a fucking deer. I love it and hate it, but my little character just prances. I think that's the word. Prance. I prance around and I invest into wealth because gold. Gold means everything.
Yeah, gold gives you the power to purchase from merchants in order to
Exactly.
fine tune these
And
builds. And if you don't have enough gold to
This
buy the gems that you're
character-
looking for,
this
it's
character
over.
is based off vendors. Like, if you look at my character build, there's so much into the imagination. It's fucking insane.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I'm missing like 4 targets. Like, everything is imagination.
So okay, I think we've covered mechanics, right, of how things go. I want to talk a little bit about solo versus co-op balance, because we've all been there, right?
I play solo way different.
Yeah, so solo. I've played solo. You've played solo. We've played duos together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have only played one game with 4 people in it. You have played multiple games with 4 people in it, right?
Multiple.
So, and also, I wanna cover in this is not only the solo versus co-op balance, but also I want to talk about controller versus mouse and keyboard, because you play mouse and keyboard, I play controller.
I only play mouse.
So having this conversation, let's start it off. Solos, I think we can both agree that the game's pretty balanced when you're playing solo. It's doable. You can get a win. I got my first win playing solo, which is crazy. But I feel like if you're the type of person that you're looking to buy this game and you want to just play by yourself and you don't want to deal with other people, you will still have plenty and be able to do plenty with that. Now,
If you're just buying this game and then starting it off, get ready to die about 5 times.
Well, that's roguelikes for you, dude. You're gonna die.
Yep. You
Get used
have
to
to
it.
build up to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're gonna have to unlock stuff. You're gonna have to progress in order to progress further. Um, as far as co-op, I feel like co-op is the sweet spot for us. We very much like to do the camaraderie of sharing gold, dust, and memories with teammates, and utilizing like I'll constantly ask him like, hey, what do you have on the shop for essences? If he's got some there, I'll send him gold. You can send gold. You can send dust. To players as to transfer currencies directly within the game. But ultimately, I think duo is the sweet spot for me for this game. Is you have that I get to see the crazy builds he's doing. He gets to see the crazy builds I'm doing, right? And they can be similar, but most of the time they're different because we're playing different characters. But ultimately, I think duos is where it's at for this game, and that's going to lead me into the 4 player. And I've only had one four player experience, and I'm sure it's skewed a little bit on that. Is I feel like the scaling there to rely on 2 other people to carry their shit and have their poop in a group
Nope.
is
Not gonna happen.
is not going to happen.
Nope.
Um, so I feel like that's where it is. Like Alex said it earlier. He knows
When
I'm going
you
to pull
go,
my weight. I know he's
when
going to
you
pull
go,
his weight.
yep. A great thing about duos. Me and my homie Backlog, we bounce off each other, right? He needs this, I need that, blah 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 blah. We bounce off each other, and then we break the game. When you go into a public lobby with like 4 people, doesn't matter difficulty. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about themselves. So you're gonna play, play. They're just gonna keep going and going and going and going. Like they are all speed. That's all it is. Faster you can get done, faster you're done. You're done, you're done, you're done, you're done. It's not it's not the same thing.
I will.
It's I don't want to say it's bad. You learn a lot from it. Like you learn how to play quick,
Yeah, dude, I don't like the rushing
but you gotta be
mentality
very
because
quick.
again,
Like
the timer means nothing in this game. You just have
no,
impatient
but
people that want to
you
go,
you
go, go,
do
go.
you do learn how to play quick,
Yeah.
which is essential in a different style. Like
I mean, I don't see how it's essential if the overall run time doesn't equate to
so when
anything.
I play, it kind of bounces off when you go solo. Like when I play solo, I'm very quick. Like I flip around everywhere. You you don't really play solo, right? You play with people because you stream. That's fine.
I mean, dude,
When you play
I played
solo,
solo. I played solo.
how many times have you played solo?
Mm,
If you can count it on your hands,
yeah,
you have
I
not.
mean, like maybe 3 or 4 times. Like I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of background on that because that might seem a little bit skewed. I play other games when I'm playing solo. I
Exactly.
don't play
Right.
this,
You
which is
don't really
fine.
play it. Like solo is different because you just target what you want. And if you don't get it, you quit, you redo it over and over and over and over and over.
Yep.
Hence why I have what I have. Right? Like I didn't get my perfect build because I was achievement hunting, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And I do it again, 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 do it again.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you
That's
put in some solo
how
rounds to get some achievements, dude. Yep.
yeah.
Most of my achievement hunting
It's
came from duos.
it's
I will admit that with
yeah,
you.
yeah. Some of mine, like
So,
I couldn't do it. Like I tried, but like even today, like I had to get what 3 frost kills on the frost giant guy. I was like, fuck, I don't want to waste his time because he has things to do. So I do it solo, right?
that would have been fun.
And if I don't get it, I just redo it and do it and do it until I get it.
I mean, we chased fire forever for me. That was like at least 10 or 15 runs. I'm not even joking. Chase fire.
And yet you remember we restarted many times to do it. Not many, but a few times at least. Right? We're like, oh fuck. He didn't get it. He didn't get it, so we restarted. That's all it is. It's just a grind.
I agree.
Not that I hate it, just a different type of grind.
I agree. And I want to talk a little bit about it is mouse and keyboard versus controller. And the number one thing that stood out to me about mouse and keyboard versus controller is your Vesper build. Your Vesper build and my Vesper build are completely different. Yours looks insane. I'm not going to lie. The problem is I can't press the controller buttons fast enough to fire it off. So for people that don't know, on the controller, you're utilizing LB, LT, so left bumper, left trigger, right bumper, right trigger. And you're utilizing your sticks to move, right? And you have your A to dodge. Now, here's the kicker, is in order to pop the skills, you pop them super fast. You're utilizing a keyboard, mouse and keyboard, so you're able to do that. I tried doing it, and I cannot freaking do it on controller. So it is a mouse and keyboard only build in my eyes because you could not reach the levels that Alex is reaching based on playing with controller. Trust me, like when I sit there and say it.
Like I'm face rolling. Like I could.
You would think he's macroing is how insane it fucking looks, but he's not. He's just mashing the shit out of this keyboard. That poor keyboard.
No, I'm pressing 1 through 4, like a fucking piano. Imagine the fast the piano is. That's what I'm pressing 1 through 4. And I'm just going around destroying everything.
Yeah, it's funny.
However, on a controller, it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
You have to you maybe could do it.
Nah, dude, it felt weird, bro. And you know that there's always people out there that are going to be weirdos that it won't affect them, when they're doing it. But ultimately, I will say that this game, from a controller standpoint, feels really good. It just fits. It fits for dodging and everything. I don't know how keyboard is, and I want you to touch on that because that's your experience. But as far as playing this game with a controller, 10 out of 10.
Sometimes though, I do wish I was controller. Like on certain builds, it's great.
Yes.
On certain builds, it's amazing. Like Vesper, great. Her, you don't even need anything. You can press spacebar and just win the game. But my build, her, you need attack and some type of damage spacebar. So, but I don't know about that one. Her. Now this one is what I would say would be godly on a controller.
It feels really good. It does.
I fucking hate marking things over to attack them. Gives them haste or whatever. Maybe that's just because I don't have friend there.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, I hated this character. I hate this character actually.
Yep. What, this one? The summoner?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not my style.
Not your style. Yeah.
Not my
It's got
style.
minions.
Yeah, I don't mind summoning. Actually, I hate summoning. It's slow, clunky, trashy.
This is one of my favorite mages to play, dude, because Fenrir can just go do whatever he wants to do. In the meantime, I'm going to be building the ultimate Yu Yu Hakusho freaking finger gun.
See, I don't have Fenrir, so I play this, and it's have to deal with those little dogs.
I just use those as abilities to pop people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Efficiency, cooldown, and throw them out there. But yeah, I will say Fenrir is far better than managing them because Fenrir stays out permanently. Yeah.
Yep.
So once you unlock it, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit's doogie. How do you feel about controller?
It's strong. It's strong. I didn't play this on my Steam Deck. That's one thing I cannot give any context around is playing it on Steam Deck to see how that felt. If it feels anything like an Xbox controller, it will play on a Steam Deck. Visually, this game will play on a Steam Deck, which we'll get into performance and whatnot. But ultimately, controller felt fine. I didn't have to remap any buttons. I didn't have to.
You didn't have to remap anything?
Nothing. It was plug and play.
Anything?
No. Completely plug and play. Feels good.
I definitely keep.
I will state that. I will state this. I am notorious though for like when I send you money or something like that, right? In the game, when I send you resources, I use my keyboard. When I look at my gems and I want to drop something, I use the keyboard and mouse. Right. So I will say that I use that as a crutch. You could probably do it with a controller. It was just easier for me to do with mouse and keyboard as far as navigating that stuff. But anybody that's going to be playing this,
keyboard is,
I would say controller's probably 9 out of 5. I mean, sorry, 9 out of 10 for a rating on this one because...
No, what I heard is 9 out of 5.
9 out of 5. Yeah, what you heard was a mistake. Anyways, the whole controller thing, I would take off half a point because of, like, you being able to pop those abilities like nothing compared to me trying to mash the controller to do it. I'll take a half point off of that for that, hey, there's going to be some builds out there for controller that are going to work better on mouse and keyboard, and I'll take...
the speed in which communication. Should take a point off that.
No, I mean, what do you mean communication? Like, I mean, I just wanted to ask that guy if his freaking name was Prolapsed Butthole.
So I want 1,000 gold. How are you going to do it?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking a half point off for that. Yes. Yep. Yes. Okay. So I will give the game, like, controller-wise, 9 out of 10 for it. But ultimately, if you're a controller only, you would just have to learn how to do that mechanic, which is perfectly fine. It's doable. I just found it easier to use mouse and keyboard for those types of things, essentially. There is a pop-up that's fucking annoying that I hate. And Alex, you've never seen this pop up. It's literally a pop up that says like, "Hey, do you want to disable your controller for the rest of this run permanently? Yes or no?" And if you hit yes, you literally cannot use the controller anymore.
Okay, that has to not a point.
I don't know. I'm not gonna knock. I'm not gonna knock it.
0.5, bro.
I'm not gonna knock it for that. They just need to take that shit the fuck out of the game. That should. That or make it a setting to toggle on and off. Maybe there's a setting out there. I don't know. I haven't looked. But I was like, what the hell is this? And I hit it one time and I had to end my run because I'm like, I can't mouse and keyboard this because I've never played mouse and keyboard on it. And it just is one of those things where I'm like, I don't know why they have that.
Did you play mouse and keyboard in Diablo?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because I used the Logitech mouse, remember?
Yep. Oh, I know. I knew the answer. I was just being asked.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm an interesting PC gamer, dude. Some games are controller, and some games are mouse and keyboard.
I think Ravens watch it.
I was going to ask you, there is one in-game that I did not ever play, and that's called Limbo. Did you touch Limbo mode? All right. Well, that's that.
I'm in Limbo. Oh, Limbo?
Limbo mode, no, yeah. And they call it in-game content. I don't know what it is, but it always said locked for me. Whenever I looked at Limbo mode, it always said locked. So I'm like, oh, I don't fucking know. Yeah. I mean, I beat the game on the hardest difficulty. I don't know. But ultimately, that's one mode that we never touched. So... I don't know. I don't know if Limbo is about the looping effect or what, but Definitely is one of those things to where don't have an opinion on it either way.
All right. Let's talk. What's your out of stars? What do you consider this game?
Nope, we're not done yet. We still got more topics.
Dude, I want to go to
We're so close. Don't worry about it. So, the final topic.
fuck you.
Visuals and performance.
Visuals, great. Oh my god. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Dude, this game looks good for an indie game. It looks good.
Everything looks good.
The aesthetics looks good.
This is good.
I completely agree with you. The luminescent style, the painterly, like you go into. I mean, each world feels dynamic and different. But what's really crazy is the Peaks one, to where everything looks like it's all drawn and outlined in pen, and it's all black and white in like manga style. They did a really good job with a lot of things in this game cosmetically. The only thing, like I said, I want skins, dude. I want skins. I want to be able to change the character. I don't want it to be DLC. I do not want skin DLC. I want achievement skins. Essentially, like, hey, with this character, you did this thing. You'll unlock these various skins, the skin variants, so that people know. Like hitting like
you have to work for it.
Yeah,
you
like
gotta work for
I feel like there should be
work for it.
There's got to be one that's out there. Like you got it to this level. That's the other thing, is the levels. Once you get past level, what is it, 45, 35, 30? The levels are pointless.
Well, what are you trying to do? Like, depends on the character, because every character requires 35.
35. Right. So you get to 35, but after that, it's just all fluff.
Yep.
Which is fine. You don't get rewards for everyone after that, essentially. Like, you get Stardust every 5 levels, I believe it was, leading up to that 35. You get a little bit reward. You don't get anything for further progression. Also, the overall level by our tags here, where Alex is 343, I'm 229, means nothing.
That shit is irrelevant.
And it shouldn't be. Like, there should be something linked to it. We should earn things based on it. But it's just basically a number.
What matters is, like, boom, look at this. I'm 300 something. I'm level 1 Lysandra.
Right.
That's what matters is the character level.
The character level, yeah. 35 to unlock them all. Yep.
Look, this is 76. Go to your worst character. You know what? I'll go to my one. Yep. 0. Fucking 0. We're both 0.
There you go, 0.
We've never went into a game with this chick.
See,
ever.
I told you, dude. The arm looks like some appendage, dude. I don't even see the arm sticking out. I just see the fucking weird. Whatever, dude. We're not gonna go back in. I'm changing this right now. It's just pissing me off.
Fucking a weird, fluffy. You want to get spanked? Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. So that's why I thought it was an appendage, because I thought that it was the arm, but like something over the arm, but the arm's sticking out right at you, and you couldn't even tell.
It's very druid-like. I don't know.
I don't even think it's druid-like, dude. I don't like it.
Like her horns. It's her horns.
Yeah, I'm glad that you put the fucking like little dildo guy on her fucking head, though.
What, the dildo? No, I kept the dildo because I think it fell. Right.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about technical polish. No, we're gonna we stop saying you want to go to bed. We got to finish strong. So, technical polish. That's what I want to talk about. And the technical polish about this game, you have a very different rig than what I have. You have an AMD CPU, you have an AMD GPU. I have a NVIDIA GPU, and I have a Intel CPU. So our hardware is very, very different. I ran into an issue to where I would have frame rate issues in certain areas when we were doing certain things. Very minimal. I will say very minimal in the fact that it didn't happen all the time. But for some reason, with the combo of what we were doing or what was going on, and we tried to troubleshoot it.
The Frozen World fucked you.
Yeah, the Frozen World for some reason was performing really bad, but ultimately it's the guys that look like the one that's on the head of that character in the Frozen World. absolutely there's something there. And we thought maybe it was something with my system. We looked at to see if anything spiked. CPU usage was like 12%. GPU usage was like 10%. Literally nothing going on for spikes or any delays that we could track with the tools that we utilize. But overall, the game runs really fine. We've had a couple crashes maybe in the 100 hours. I think you had like one or two.
Had two.
Two.
I've had two.
And I think I had one, essentially, in my entire playthrough of the game. So performance-wise, the game as of January 20th of 2026, it's running great. I would say there's some things like everything. There's they just got to figure out what's going on with the certain performance issues and then go from there. But overall, I think it's a solid game. I would definitely say we enjoyed our time.
So you have a 5090 what?
So I got an RTX 5090 for a GPU, and then I got a 13th Gen i9 for CPU.
I have a 9070 XT and a 9000 X3D CPU.
And runs good.
Yeah, it runs great.
Runs smooth as butter. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Overall, though, how I feel about this game is if you are a Risk of Rain 2 type player, you will love a game like this. This is in the same vein of style. I will say that Risk of Rain 2 has been around a lot longer. It's going to have more content for you to do. But ultimately, I'm excited about this game. I want to see more from this studio that built this game. I want to see them add to this game. That's what I really want. I want heroes. I want more realms. I want different bosses. I just want them to expand on it.
Bosses.
Boss variety is a problem.
More like another world, right? Because you get your
100%.
World of Frog. Like I want a different something.
Yeah, I think they could add a lot of stuff. I would like different shopkeepers too.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of
don't hate on the Jonas. I like the Jonas.
Jonas,
crab guy just chilling. Sometimes I like killing him.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, the game, I feel like, dude, for the price and the amount of hours that we've gotten out of it, if that's your metric that you're looking for, it's good. It's solid. There's going to be free updates. They have a roadmap, essentially, of adding stuff. We'll see how fast they add stuff, but I could definitely see us coming back and doing more streams and videos based on what we have. As far as playing this, is just putting it into the content loop and then going from there. So, with that being said, that's going to probably wrap up our impressions. We both feel pretty much the same way about the game. Yep. It's solid as fuck. Yep. You should buy it. You should support this dev. If you can get it on sale, definitely it's fine. But I think at the full price, which I don't even know what the full price is. We can look it up real quick. Just give me one moment here.
I
think it is $19.99. Nope, it's $24.99. So for $24.99, I still feel like it's a good deal, essentially. But like I said, I would love to absolutely see them add additional content. They did some seasonal stuff that you can unlock cosmetic-wise. But all in all, great fun. Had an awesome time with it. Following the dev, excited to see what this dev puts out more because this is their first game. But ultimately, this is a solid buy, in my opinion. I don't give ratings, unfortunately. I don't do ratings. It's not reviews, impressions of the game. But ultimately, I'm pleased with what's there for the price point that they're offering and the content that you get and the challenge that they provide. But there is definitely room for improvement.
All right, guys. Have fun.
All right. We're going to call it there. Appreciate everybody for sticking around if you stuck through the whole conversation. And we'll see you next time.